Ladies and gentlemen, it's Friday night, and you know what that means. We're getting for the Friday Night Lights of West Texas. We're live here in Morton, Texas. We hope you're joining us. Another district matchup for your Sudan Hornets as they get ready to take on the Morton Indians, and it is their senior night. They announced all of their seniors just before the game.
Yeah, my roster sheet fell down there. It's under your seat.
So like Tim was saying, it's senior night, so they announced all their seniors right before the teams came out, and the teams are actually both in their little
Yeah, and I think that's why we're kind of delayed, because they took a little bit to announce all the seniors. The players have yet to come out, so they haven't done the coin toss or anything.
Yeah, there goes Morton.
And here comes the Morton Indians. Sudan coming off of a heartbreaker of a loss. Ooh, man. Kind of like a cannon over there. Scared me. Almost scared me. And here come your Sudan Hornets as they get ready to take on the Morton Indians in their all whites with the gold pants. Of course, they got the gold helmets, and it's a beautiful night tonight. It didn't even seem like it's October 31st. It is Halloween, and we have had some nights or mornings, some 30-degree mornings, 30, 31-degree mornings, but it is great. It's great football weather tonight. We brought a jacket just in case. Once this goes down, we might need it, but
Well, I'm in the press box, so I'm good.
Jokai is on his way. He said he'll be here shortly. Like always, away games are always interesting for us. We get here and have to find a spot and get plugged in, but we're here. And your Hornets get ready to get back on track.
There, just to let everybody know, there is a object in the way. I guess they took out the mirrors, but they left the metal bar. I'll show it to you, and so I'm going to do my best to get around that whenever it calls for it. But anyway.
So they're getting lined up, and I guess they'll do the national anthem. And then, did they do the coin? They haven't done the coin toss,
No,
right? So they'll do the coin toss after that. So like I said, it's a little bit of a delay because of the seniors. They announced the seniors here, but we'll get underway here in a minute. We'll probably step away as soon as the school song or the fight song gets done, and the Morton band will probably play the national anthem. So give us a few minutes. We'll be right back. All right. God bless our troops and God bless these United States. It's a wonderful country that we live in. And we're getting ready for Friday Night Lights. I think we were talking about this earlier this evening. I think Morton is coming off of a win over Crosbyton last week, I believe.
Yeah, I believe it was like 49-6 or 42-6, maybe.
So
I don't know.
we have already met Crosbyton, and we handled our business there, and it was at Crosbyton. And so we're looking to get back on track tonight, get us a win here, and then we'll go back home to the friendly confines of Hornet Field and finish out the season and take care of business against the Rawls Jackrabbits. And we'll be we'll be sitting well as far as going into the playoffs once we get past these two opponents here. But you always got to play the game. The the game is played on the field. So we still got work to do tonight. I'm pretty sure we've got a lot of. I think we're pretty hyped after last week. Coming up here and making sure that we can get back on track. So they're in the center of the field, getting ready to do the coin toss, and we'll see if we're going to get the ball first or if we're going to kick off to start this evening.
So looks like we're going to receive. So be on offense first.
So that's good. Yeah, there we go. That's what we're talking about. They're hyped and they're ready to go.
Yeah, when you come off a loss like that, I mean, it kind of gets a little chip on your shoulder, and you want to prove that it was a kind of a fluke, by far. I mean, Helsinger's a good team, so I mean, it's not like, but when you're up 22-6 at one point and lose, 35-20 or 34-28, whatever it was, it leaves a bad taste in your mouth. So
yeah, the Morton coming off a win 42-6 against Crosbyton. And then, of course, Lockney had the win last week, and that we talked about this in the pep rally. That game was, that's good. That game was billed as a quote unquote the district championship, even though it wasn't, and it lived up to the hype. I mean, you're talking about 2 overtimes and big plays, big defensive stops. I mean, I described it as a heavyweight championship bout, and that was all that it lived up to. And those games are fun, though. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Those games are fun to watch, and they're fun to participate in. It's a lot of adrenaline involved, and but we're getting ready for Morton tonight. Back deep, looks like we have Cal Carter and Hayden Province. And we'll see if they kick it back there. Now they're going to do a little squib, and it's going to be jumped on, I believe, by Dylan Province.
Yeah, that was good. Good by Dylan, not going back. You like to run back, believe me, because I was up there also. You like to run back, and you're like, oh, when they short kick it there.
So Morton tried to jump on us and get a quick onside and get the offense first, but it did not work. So Sudan is already in Morton Indian territory. The ball is on the 49-yard line. Sudan coming out. QB1 Caleb Grecken at the helm. Caleb had a great game last week. He was all over the place. He put it all out on the field, and he's getting ready to do it again tonight. Snap, toss to the outside. That's going to be Delgado, and he's going to get hit in the backfield for a loss by number 8. Jaden Alvarado, so Sudan will get pushed back into their own territory. That'll bring up a second down.
Yeah, just no blocking on that.
Yeah, second down and maybe 15. Looks like they placed the ball right at the 46, 47-yard line. There's a fake handoff, quick strike down the middle, right open, Cal Carter in the center of the field, and there's nobody in front of him, nobody behind him, and he marches his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Cal Carter that plays that slot tight end position. Grecken had the quick fake to Kyle Vitteridge and then caught right in the center of field. Cal Carter in stride. And the Hornets are up 6-0 with 11:23 here early in the first quarter.
Was that a 53-yarder?
I don't know. The ball was at the 46 or 47, so.
Yeah, I think it was about a 54-yarder.
Extra point is up. And good. So just like that, your Sudan Hornets are back on track, 7-0. 2 plays on the opening drive.
And to be honest with you, that's a really good sign that they did it in through the air because, last week they did a lot of their damage on the ground, chewed up some clock, and, they're showing that they're a two-dimensional team instead of a one, so it's a good start through the air.
Excellent start for your Hornets. Did I give you the yep, okay. I didn't know if it's because I lost it.
Don't tell nobody I'm a mind reader.
I had to crawl underneath the stands to get that because it fell through the cracks. There I see Joe Kai coming down. He'll be joining us here shortly. And we'll see what the Morton Indians bring to the table here this evening. Let's see who they got back there. Looks like they have number 6, E.J. Rivas. He's a senior. And that may be number 2, Braden Villarreal. He's a junior.
So we don't want you to get confused. We're in white here.
That's right. They don the back and gold just like we do, and it looks like Villarreal is going to take it. Oh, no, it goes through his legs. Here come the Hornets, the coverage, and he's able to break a couple tackles. He's still on his feet at the 30, 35-40, and he'll get pushed out of bounds. Not quite the 40. He's at the 30-35.
That kind of scared me because they had him bottled up back here and then he took off.
Let's see where they place the ball. It's going to be on the far side of the hash, the far hash mark on the other side. 11-13 is where this drive will start. Sudan is up 7-0 after a quick strike from Caleb Grecken to Cal Carter for an early touchdown. 2 plays on that opening drive. So we've got 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. And we've got a man in motion. They're going to hand it off to him. He came around from that slot, number 4, Aguirre, and he's going to break a couple of tackles. He'll get brought down, but it looks like he's going to move the chains. So a first down play
There's
early.
A flag on the play. It's probably holding in the vicinity of holding. Yeah.
So they had 3 players on the left side. The one that was playing closest to the slot, he went in motion, and he got the handoff. But like I said, they're going to get pushed way back there, so that will nullify that play. So it looks like Villarreal is the quarterback. I believe that's number 2 in the backfield. Same formation. Well, actually, we've got 3.
Is it loud on the ears?
3 to the right. Now that number 4, Aguirre in motion again. This time they're not going to give it to him. Back to throw. Throws it off into the flat there. Caught by number 6, E.J. Rivas, but not very much gained, if any, on that play. Good job by the coverage there. Looked like Renatos was in the area for the coverage. Boning also heading back to his post from that general area. So it's going to bring up 1st and 20. I mean, 2nd and 20, I'm sorry. 2nd and 20, there's Aguirre in motion again, and he's rolling to the left. That's going to be Villarreal. He's got a man open. That's number 8, and it's incomplete. Jaden Alvarado, the intended receiver.
Well, we all got turned around there. Receiver even got turned around. So, I put my headset on. I was like, Timmy, quit hollering at me.
Was it loud?
It's just turned up real loud back there. Sorry, I'm running late.
Oh, we're good.
Story of my life.
If we were on time, they would probably wonder what's wrong with us if we ever made it on time. A snap. They got a running back in the backfield, but he's going to go back to throw. He's going to go deep. He's got Alvarado again, and almost intercepted. It was a big collision there by Montez and Providence. Montez a little bit slow to get up. Hayden Providence on the coverage, and Montez was in the vicinity, and Providence had his hands on it, but I think Montez may have knocked it out.
Yeah, and let's see who came in.
It's 88. Jake Baker.
Jake
come in for Montez there.
Well, it's going to be a 4th down play. Cal Carter is about at the 46, 47-yard line. And after a strong run on the very first play of the ball game, Morton didn't do anything. There was a flag on the play and pushed him back. High snap. Punter's going to get it off. Short punt.
Off the side of his foot.
And it's going to roll out of bounds maybe at about the, but it's still rolling. Yep, and they'll get it right at the 49, right at the 50.
Yeah, right on the 50-yard line. So we'll be 1st and 10.
So the Hornets on the opening drive had a run play for a loss, but then they turned right around and had the quick strike touchdown. 2 plays on that opening drive. Grecken hands it off to Kyler Edwards, rolling out the left side. Oh, almost got him a stiff arm, broke that tackle, but he'll get tackled for a loss. It looks like number 57, Adrian Leviano. I think that's how you say that. Luevano.
Yeah, on that sweep play, it's hard to decide whether to try to get around the outside or or read that block. And that's the other thing is when that block's being made, that block's got to be made so that he can see which way to go
2nd and 12. Fake to Edwards. Grecken right up the middle, and he'll get back. He'll get some of that yardage back and then some. And what I think needs to happen here, Joe Cobb, because Hill Center had such great pursuit on the run game.
Yes.
And we had some real short gains of 3, 4, 5 yards.
Right.
We never did break one. I think our running backs need a break here and break one and get
Right.
back to that mode where they were before that Hill Center ball game. Quick strike again, and it's caught. It's going to be right at the marker. We'll see.
It's going to be close. If they put it on the line, it should be a first down. Yeah, it is.
And that is, who is that on the far side? Was that Boning with the catch?
I think
no,
so.
it was Delgado, number 2.
Delgado, okay.
Christian Delgado.
Yeah. But as you're blocking on that, you've got to put your head on one side or the other so that he can see where you're going, where you're going to take that defender, and then they'll go the opposite way.
Yep. First down. Oh, yeah, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Plenty of time. Here comes the pressure. Grecken breaks the tackle. He's still rolling to the left. Nice block. Oh, no. That is not a flag. Grecken's still on his feet. He's going to get pushed out of bounds. I didn't see the penalty on that.
That was...
Well, you better not call holding because he definitely didn't hold.
No.
He's going to call it a crackback block.
A crackback block. Oh,
He was in front of him.
Yeah, he was in front of him.
Yeah, he...
Wow.
I mean, he didn't even hit. Never mind. I was gonna say something. If I was going to get a penalty, I might as well have wiped him out.
Yeah.
I mean, he barely touched him. I don't know really what you're supposed to do there.
I don't understand. Well, he's saying, well, it's good. Yeah, we're going to be
Well, they made those illegal because of the, concussion stuff.
Right.
But, he didn't hit him that hard. I mean, I don't know.
And he went. I thought he had his head in front, but again, we're a little bit farther away than they are. So I guess
Delgado dancing through the line, and he gets into the second level. Nice run there to get some of that back on a long 1st and 25. Yep, that's exactly right. Still second and long. So Cooper Edwards closest to your screen here. P-Man, if I'm in the way, just let me know. I don't know.
Oh, no, y'all are good.
Grecken is going to tuck it and run right up the middle. He's going to bounce it out to the outside. Hadn't been touched yet. He finally breaks the tackle, and he's still on his feet. They'll finally bring him down at about the 33-yard line. Nice run. And he didn't get touched till after he broke out to the outside. Went right up the middle.
yeah, nice gains. Going to make it probably about 3rd and 3. So make it
Brings up a 3rd and short.
A manageable 3rd down.
yeah.
Big down, Indian fans.
Uh-oh.
Oh, here we go. Big down. Oh, free play. Launch it. Here we go. There we go. Going to the end zone. That's Ryer stepping back, and he catches it. Was he in bounds? Are they going to give it to him?
He didn't go with. They didn't go with him down there. There wasn't anybody
They
down
just
there.
stopped.
There was no official there.
I didn't hear a whistle. I mean,
But they didn't stop the play.
Automatic first down, but that was a heck of a catch. It looked like he tiptoed the sideline there.
Yeah. Oh well. Maybe there was an inadvertent whistle and they had to stop the play.
Maybe.
So.
Nonetheless, it's still first down. They move the chains. Edwards up the
There you
middle,
go.
breaks a tackle.
There you go.
Out to the right. Drags the player, breaks another tackle. He's
in
going to
there.
march his way, and that's exactly what we needed from our running back to get back into this.
Yeah.
Get their mindset back.
Get that confidence back of seeing the hole.
Touchdown, Kyler Edwards, 13-0, 6:02 here in the first quarter.
26-yard scamper there.
Great job by the offensive line to create that initial pathway for him to find to get in there. Once he got to that second level, it was no stopping him. Extra point attempt is up and good.
Make it 14-0 with 6:02 left in the first quarter. After that ball game last week, it was really physical.
That was a tough ball game.
Talking to a couple of different parents, and they were talking about how bruised up their boys were.
Yeah.
They were pretty beat up, and so.
That was a salty little group. They had up to that defensive line and that linebacking core, they were big kids, and they weren't scared to hit.
I imagine there was Harold Center boys that had some bruises too.
Oh yeah, yeah. And before you come on, I will tell people that that was billed as the game of the week. There was a lot of hype around it, and that was a heavyweight bout.
It was.
4 years. Round of applause for Aubrey.
EJ Rivas and Alvarado back deep. If I'm getting the numbers correct here, 6'2", I think is who it is.
I thought you were gonna dress up.
I thought about it. I thought about dressing up, but I figured I'm already scary looking enough. I don't need a mask to make it anyway. Rivas is gonna take it at about the 13. Oh, nice move by. Oh, the ball's loose! And body's flying. It looks like a Hornet.
Got it.
Looks like a Hornet was on top of it. We'll see if he comes out with it.
Yeah.
They said we got it.
Looks like I think it may have been Hayden that was on that.
Number 12.
Number 12. I thought it was 17. Number 12. That's right.
Yeah. Samuel Bersueño. Yeah. And I'm not sure if we punched that out or if it just kind of slipped out of his grasp.
We got a hat on it. Somebody went to tackle him and hit it and popped it out.
That ball was in the air, and then it just like they always do. That ball just squirts around until somebody can get on it.
And it was Kyler that hit that and popped it out.
Nice, great job, Kyler. There's the toss. Oh, here we go with Delgado to throw off the toss. He's got a man with the step, and it's caught for a touchdown on the far side of the field. Oh, no, it's incomplete.
No good. Pass was dropped.
Oh, man.
I'd like to see a replay on that one.
Well, he caught it and took a couple steps, didn't he?
Drop.
Yeah, he took a couple steps.
He caught it.
Like to
And,
point out, beside the hockey boot and a pink dress, Aubrey still smiles.
who is that on the far side of the field?
I think that's Ryer.
Is that Ryer?
Yeah.
Fakes a handoff and run it to the right side of the field and then cuts it up and breaks a couple of tackles. Nice run by QB1.
Short of the first down. Bring up a third and short.
Delgado on the right side.
You got a nice gain on the play.
Move the chains. So, and still marching the ball down the field.
Was about the 15.
Yeah, 1st and 10. They can still get a first down. No subs, still the same guys in there. Greckin design run to the left and finds the hole, and he's going to get into the end zone. Yeah, plenty. He had all the right blocking in all the right spots.
Yeah, well, they just laid that open for him, didn't they? They just parted the waters.
Parted the Red Sea.
Make it 20-0 with 4:43 left in the first quarter.
And we are playing some Sudan Hornet football tonight. Extra point attempt is good. So 3-score lead for your Sudan Hornets.
Well, our camera operator is in San Antonio
What's going
tonight.
on?
Hope she's able to tune in.
What's going on over there?
She's up there. Her brother Radney's in the hospital.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's up there with him. But shout out to her. Miss you. So I think Peamy's probably doing a decent job for you. So
I told him, they're going to take it at about the 18-yard line and trying to find a crease, and he'll get hit and brought down a little bit past the 30-yard line. Good job by the coverage there.
yeah, we did a good job of filling our lanes, and then when we got there, we were able to break down and then make the tackle.
Brian Delgado
Did a good job.
Popped up from that pile. So here we go. Zach Montez, who was shaken up earlier, he went out there, but then they pulled him back out. He got a little bit of a limp on him. Hopefully he's okay. He can recover and get back out there. He's normally a starting corner for your Hornet defense. But we got plenty of depth on this squad. And fakes the handoff, tosses it out to the left side, trying to make a move there. Great open field tackle there by Boning. E.J. Rivas
sides on this.
On those. Says E.J. Rivas did everything he could to get past him, but no go.
Offside on the defense.
Man, that white hat, he just don't like us.
5-yard penalty versus 5 here.
So Morton continues to run that spread offense. They've only had the running back in the backfield once. And what they'll do is they'll take that receiver that I thought it was the closest to the line, but it's the middle slot receiver, and they'll motion him into the backfield as a running back. That's a Gary. And there he comes. There's a snap. It fakes a handoff. And once again, the Hornet defense swarming the quarterback on the keeper. Garreal had nowhere to go.
I think it maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. So bring up 2nd and 5.
Saw Gabriel Lopez coming out of that pile along with LVV. LB squared. Vargas Valdez or Vargas Valdez. Those two guys have been a menace over the center there, along with Weston Cannon whenever he's in there. Rolling to the right, and hit as the ball got there. Great coverage there by Jake Baker.
Yeah, good job.
Ball was intended for E.J. Rivas, and he had an opportunity to catch that, but like I said, Baker got there right when the ball did.
Right. Yeah, he's talking about depth there. Baker stepped in for Montez here, and they went and picked on him, and he's stepped up and made a good play there.
He said, "Bring it." Gary in motion again into the backfield, fakes the handoff, back to throw, quick strike. That's Alvarado or E.J. Rivas skirting some tackles. He's finally going to get hit by. I'm not sure who that was. It looked like Bonin in the backfield or Granados, one or the other.
What they did there is they brought the they had them stacked up on this side. Well, they brought the outside receiver dropped back, and then the other two, and then the back in motion came and blocked, and they set up a screen there, a little bubble screen. Then he came back to the inside and got lost in the traffic there.
He made some good moves. He's got some good feet. And we'll keep an eye on him. Number 6 is Rivas. They've gone to him several times. And he's actually he was coming to our side of the field. He's now in the slot on the far side. Now we have a running back in the backfield, pistol formation, man in motion. And they're going to go to Rivas again. No, that's not Rivas, but nice open field tackle on that far side. Is that Province back there?
Nah, it should be Ryer.
Ryer? No, Ryer's over here.
Well, that's Jake Baker then.
Yeah, it's Baker, unless Montez went back in. No, it's Baker. Montez
nice
is right
open field tackle again.
Yes.
Yeah, Hayden is free safety back there, or strong safety. I don't know. I think they switch sometimes.
Same formation, pistol formation with the running back behind the quarterback. Villarreal back to throw. This time rolling to the left. Launches it. There's two guys there. One ours and one theirs. And they're going to catch it in for a touchdown. That was a heck of a catch there by E.J. Rivas. We told you to keep an eye on number 6. And that's who it was.
And that was actually really good coverage by Jake Baker.
It really was.
Yeah, he was with him step for step.
Whole lot of game left, folks. Whole lot of game.
So with 128 still in the first quarter, we've had 4 scores in the first quarter. 21-6. And looks like Morton's one of them weird 2-point conversion formations. There's a man in motion. And Villarreal went to the right. Now he's going to the left. Here comes the pressure. He's trying to get around to the corner, and he's not going to make it. Good job by the special teams 2-point
Real stop short.
conversion defense. I guess that's what you would call it.
The Sudan defense did a great job.
Special teams
If you had
defense.
to call it something, I would say goal line defense.
Yeah. So no goal on the 2-point conversion. 21-6. And like Pima was right. I mean, he was step for step with him. There was nothing wrong with that coverage. He made a heck of a catch. So yesterday, the junior high dominated Morton with a score of 44-0. Multiple kids had great games with touchdowns scored by Kyson Edwards, Roberto Carranza, Riker King, and Keenan Cornelius. So congratulations to the Sudan High School Junior High squad as they put the big goose egg on the Morton Junior High 44-0 yesterday. Hayden Province and Cal Carter back deep. And we've seen Carter take one to the house, and Province has had the big interception. I don't think he's had.
Yeah, he hadn't had a big kick return,
but he is definitely capable. He's the one that had the 99-yard interception return.
There's my Uber.
There you go. And they're not even gonna attempt to kick it back there to them. It was short kick.
Tackle by Matthew Rodriguez.
So good field position for the Sudan offense.
Sudan to take over the 47-yard.
47-yard line.
We've definitely won the field position battle here.
Is that your ride, Jokai?
That was my ride, yeah. They let me out, and then they went and found a place to park. But I imagine they had to, put on another layer of clothes, and takes a little bit when you got the third one to drag along. Here I am.
Yeah.
She's like, "Wasn't you with us a while ago?"
Kyler Edwards right up the middle. Nice gain, 4 or 5 yard scamper there by Edwards. Power run up the middle.
He does such a good job of finding. We say green. Now it's all turned yellow now after Tuesday, with the freeze. But he always does such a good job of putting that foot in the ground and getting to the open field.
2nd and 6, they 1 yard into the Morton Indian territory. An out route to Cooper Edwards, a little bit too high, through the hands, incomplete.
3rd and 7.
Clock is running on the incompletion. We'll just let her ride. It's still going.
Now he stopped it.
Oh, come on, White Hat, give us one. Well, they're not going to reset it. They let some time tick off. 36 seconds left here in the first. Oh, double fake, and it's going to be Edwards. And, oh, man. Stopped in the backfield. Angel Rivera, the freshman, number 56 with the stop there. And almost got him a horse collar there.
Yeah, for sure.
It's pretty close.
Bring the energy.
Coaching from the press box.
So fourth. Oh man.
Ball start on the offense. Brings him back.
Well, he can point all he wants, but you're supposed to watch the ball.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell him when I see him too.
Who is that on the
I
far
mess
side?
with Christian all the time.
Do you?
Yeah. He worked with us during the summer, so I mess with him.
Here.
You can gig him a little bit.
So 4th and 14. We're still in. We're not in. Oh, there we go. Griffin will take a few steps back for a quick punt, and got the lead. The wind may have caught it. It kind of fluttered. It looked like it was going to go some distance. Then it's taking a Morton bounce.
At the 30-yard line. 1st and 10.
That's a case of the coverage outrunning the kick.
Yeah. That's going to be the end of the first quarter. The score 21-6. Your Sudan Hornets with the 3-score lead after one district matchup here in Morton, Texas.
Let me go over the sponsor list real quick. Sudan ISD, First United Bank of Sudan, Capital Farm Credit, Mule Team Laundromat, Bailey County Electric Co-op, King Ag Aviation, Johnny King, Montez Steel Buildings, Sawyer Construction, Larry Sawyer, Curtec LLC, Tow Pros, Chad Nichols, 5-Star Tree Service, 5 Area Connect, Double B Farms, Brian Baker, Red Wagon Farms, and GWG Farms, Swift Lube and Oil Change, Lions Insurance, The Souder, United Country Real Estate, M. Edwards Realty and Land, Vince Montez Cattle Exports, Cowart Enterprises, Sudan Education Foundation, Texas Producers Co-op, Justin Beller, Jalapenos, Sudan Medical Clinic, RJ Shipping and Beyond, Jay's Coffee Shop, Twice the Ice Hornet Chill, Q&A Sugar Shack, and Chad King Farms.
We'd like to thank our sponsors for allowing us to bring you the Friday Night Lights of West Texas. Small town football, there ain't nothing like it.
Well, I talked about the window thing in the way. I actually didn't have to deal with that. I might have to deal with it this time because,
Go the opposite way, huh?
So 1st and 10, first play of the second quarter after the Caleb Gricken punt. We got 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Now we have a different running back in motion from the slot receiver. He's going to take the handoff right at the middle, and he'll get brought down. That's going to be number 3, Travion Holland.
Gained about 9 yards on the play.
That's his first action in the ballgame. I wonder where he was in the first quarter.
maybe he was suspended. You never know. They get suspended for 1 quarter nowadays.
Well, he's in the backfield now, so we'll keep an eye on number 3. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Still in Hornet territory, Hornet territory. And this time he's going to be going anywhere that time.
That was Larson and who was that? Gabriel Lopez.
That left side. I was going to say left side. It was one on each side. Gabriel's on the right side of the line and Larson on the left side.
That was only 2 Hornets. I'm sure he felt like he got hit by 3 or 4.
3rd and short here.
That line, Larson and Lopez, joined by Maximus Lopez and Weston Cannon currently.
You can't come up to the line like that.
Nope, not when you go in motion. This is not arena football.
Oh, miscommunication. Quarterback just took it and run.
Great run by Villarreal. 1st down Indians.
All right, Whitehead, you missed one. Maximus Lopez. Looks like he'll get replaced by QB1 Grecken, who played a little bit of D-line, defensive end, outside linebacker, whatever that position is there. He's faked it his way, rolled to the right. Pass is incomplete, intended for Rivas.
2nd down.
They brought him out of the backfield into that. As linebackers, we're gonna have to read that and get over to that quicker, prevent him from get on him, not give quite as much cushion there.
2nd and 10. Ball is on the 47-yard line in Hornet territory. Got it out, back to throw. Here comes the pressure. He's going to launch it. A little bit of a floater, and it's caught. And that's either E.J. Rivas or Alvarado with the catch on the far side.
Villarreal to Rivas.
Rivas And the quarterback floated that one up. It was basically a jump ball on that far side of the field. So the Indians are just a score down now. They're going to go for 2 points. They missed the 2-point conversion after the first touchdown. These formations, I just don't understand them. Did we get it? Did they get it?
Yeah, they got in.
Quarterback.
They direct snapped and to the running back. Quarterback with the shotgun. He direct to the up back, and then he went in.
So 21-14. Morton trying to creep back into this ball game. 9:23 left here in the second quarter, and we really need to get our offense going and get us a good drive going here. And that play is the same scenario. I mean, we had a defender there with the receiver, and the receiver just went up there and grabbed it and got it. Province, Carter back deep, but they haven't gone deep on the kickoffs. Haven't given him a chance for a run back.
It's onside.
Onside kick. They're going to try it again, and they're going to grab it.
Oh, he touched it before.
Was it before?
No, he touched it on the 49-yard line.
It took it bounced right into his hands. Bima, you're right on the 50.
Yeah,
you would have saw it.
Yeah, he touched it, but then I don't think they're going to. Maybe this guy saw it. I don't know. He didn't throw his flag.
There's a discussion. Yeah, I mean, isn't there a official right on the 52, or
he ran right up the line.
Yeah.
He touched it before. He was on the 49.5-yard.
There it is.
No go. It'll be Sudan ball. That coach went out there and said, it was right here. He was pointing at the ground.
Sudan to take over.
We need our own speakers over here.
Yeah. Maybe we need to bring a fourth crew member with a megaphone.
Right.
I think this is a new line judge. You can tell
he forgot to throw the flag.
Yeah. And I think that he may be the one that blew the whistle a while ago on that when we had that free play.
Ball on the 49, 1st and 10. Grecken's going to take it and run, trying to cut up field, and they'll have a short game. I don't know what happened over here. Did you see what happened over here?
No, I was following the ball. Sorry.
So 2-yard gain. Bring up 2nd and 8. It says 2nd and 9, but it's 2nd and 8. Hornets looking to the sideline. They're running the no-huddle offense again. Grecken fakes the toss. He's going to go deep. Ryer's got the step. Oh, just overthrown. We'll bring up 3rd down. 8:21.
A half a step.
And they still haven't stopped the clock. The clock continues to run. Timeout?
Timeout, Morton.
So that's the play that we normally, and he normally has a step, just a little bit too much on it. All right, so let's JV ball game also dominated yesterday, and it was an 8-man ball game with the score of 58-0. Reno Smith had a pick 6 and a rushing touchdown from quarterback Sweet. Dustin Gray had a strip 6 and scored again from the quarterback spot. Gage Spurl, is that how you say it? Spurl?
Yeah.
Got to line up at tight end, I think that's what that says, and scored an end-around rushing touchdown and also a 2-point conversion. Chris Garcia and Santi Avila also scored rushing touchdowns. So both the junior high and the JV, 44-0 and 56-0. So good job by those guys yesterday, or 58-0.
One of the parents put the JV won all their district games, I think. So I don't know. District champs, I guess.
3rd and 8, back to throw. Caught. That's Boney. Boney makes a move.
There you go.
And he's going to get a first down. Good job. Good tough run after the catch.
Right. Yeah.
First and 10, 37-yard line.
.7:45 and running, clock running here in the second quarter. Fakes to Edwards. Caleb Brecken on the right side. Oh, nice spin move.
Nice block by Boney out there to push the guy to the outside. Caleb was able to cut right up behind him.
And move the chains again. Great job. Offense clicking on all cylinders here. Back to that no-huddle offense. Same unit on the field. Brecken in the shotgun. Hands it off to Edwards.
There you go. Get up that side.
Man, you could tell he wanted to get upfield. You could see it the way he was running.
You got to hold that block just another second, and he'd have been by.
He looks like
we're getting out and initiating that contact. We've got to be able to hold it just a little bit longer.
Especially when he's running with that kind of determination. Fakes a handoff, going to the end zone. He's got Boney, and oh man, that's Delgado. I'm sorry, through the fingertips. Man, that was a nice throw. Just inches away. Had Delgado in stride. No, that was Boney, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was Boney. Boney was in stride there. The 2 and the 9 with these gold numbers. Brecken on the keeper. On the right side's got plenty of blockers in front of him. He puts his head down and drives the defense forward. And I'm not sure where we landed at there. The guy holding the first down marker dropped it and he scattered.
Yeah, he must have been hit before.
He's like, I'm not going to stay here and hold my post.
Well, so many of them will just stand there. You're actually supposed to at least lay it down when they get there.
So 4th and short, we got that 3-headed monster offense. There it is, free play. Brecken looking to throw. There's somebody there. Oh, in and out of the hands of Ryer.
Well, it should be a automatic first down. 4th and short.
Brecken was the only one that was aware, took that ball and said, hey, man, let's make something happen here.
Yeah. Watch out, y'all get with the football.
Are they throwing footballs at us?
They're throwing something.
I saw something out the corner of my I wasn't paying attention.
I think it's a rally rag that they've
Is that what it is?
wadded up. It came loose. They started out the ball, and then it just...
First down. Right
there you go.
Gut. Delgado. He's still on his feet, pushing forward, driving them feet.
Turn it back up the middle for 3 yards.
Nice run. Great job by the offensive line.
Second about 5.
Edwards.
Great stop on the defense.
It's a little bit of an indecision on the handoff. That was, I guess, a read.
Yeah.
And that took just half a second too long to make that decision. Allowed the defense to get out there. Grekin fakes the handoff, rolling to the left, cuts up field. He's got space, breaks a tackle, still on his feet, and walks into the end zone. Great job.
That was pretty good for a broken play.
Was it a broken play?
Well, I think everybody went the other way.
Make it 27.
It may have been by design. Hey, I don't know. I'm not.
No, they.
It just looked like everybody went one way, and Grekin was like, "Oh, I gotta run it."
I'd like to recognize another senior cheerleader, Miss Natalie Ramirez, cheer captain, who also cheered for 4 years. Round of applause for Natalie.
Extra point attempt at 5:04 left here in the first half. He is up and good. Grekin 4 for 4 on PATs.
You know, as we've gone on in the season here, kind of had the success earlier in the season. All these teams now are keying on him. You know, they're either putting, ghosting somebody and just following him wherever he goes. And so, it's got to be frustrating that, that they're keying on him like that. And how we combat that to where he's still successful is those other running backs getting some yardage like we did in the last series, and then they can't key on him.
Let's cover the kick.
Well, and we have so many weapons that in the backfield. Not including our receivers, but just guys that run the ball that line up in the backfield. And then even when we get into these scenarios where we're up big and you bring like Ruiz and them in there, those guys are they're next in line, and they're we just got a bunch of good backfield players in the backfield that can run the ball. Deep kick, and they're going to let that one go into the end zone. Put the leg on that one. Give credit, to the offensive line. You got Gabriel Lopez at center, and they moved Weston Cannon to the guard along with Dylan Province on the right side. Then you have Vargas Valdez on the left and Larson. I mean, our offensive line has been excellent this season. And if that was a blown peg, like Pima was saying, it was everybody should. The fact that our line was able to just push that, front four or whatever they've got,
and just seal that off to where he could get around out there.
1st and 10, man in motion, hands it off to the running back up the middle, nowhere to go. Great job by the defense reading that.
The yardage he got, we knocked him. We knocked him forward.
Yeah, Maximus Lopez came out from the bottom of that, but I think Boning was in there as well.
2nd and 7.
After the short gain, 2nd and 7. 4:30 and counting on the clock. Man in motion, rolling to the right. They're going to give it to that guy. That's, I believe that's Alvarado. He's going to jump over a defender and get pushed out of bounds. I don't think he made the first down.
Looks like he's going to be short.
3rd down and about
3rd and 3.
Big 3rd down play for the Hornet defense. See if we can create a stop here and create, Morton's had a couple of scores here in the first half. We see if we can make a stop here. There's a quick snap. Quarterback keeper up the middle. We'll see where they place it at.
1st down, Indians.
So they will move the chains.
The clock never stopped.
It doesn't.
No, they're not stopping it on.
They don't stop it on incompletions.
I think somebody wants to go trick-or-treating.
Let's see if they stop it at the 2-minute timeout.
Well, I think that's a
going deep again. They're going to try it again. This time, both. Oh, no way. There is absolutely no way that is pass interference. There is no way that should be called. That was great defense by the safety and the corner there on the far side.
Pass interference on the defense.
Oh, my goodness. Did you see it? Or am I just seeing things?
Automatic first down.
I didn't see what he saw.
Man, I am biased, but I just think that was great defense by the secondary. So after the pass interference call, the 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Two people in motion.
Yeah, and then now with the quarterback, there's the flag right there, and he's going to toss it out. Alvarado with the catch, and he'll get pushed out of bounds. And I'm not sure if that's going to be the motion or the holding or
It
what.
has to be because, you can't have two people in motion. I got these referees from the Acme company or whatever. I'm showing my age.
Yeah, I was going to say, people, nobody watches Looney Tunes anymore. The Acme
Hey, we have a few viewers. I'm sure they know what I'm talking about.
They never signaled anything, did they?
Yeah, they illegal motion.
Okay.
Or whatever, 2 men in motion. I don't know what it's called.
So Jake Baker is out. Ricken, who comes in at, he'll come in at the line. He's playing that far side corner now. 1st and 15, back to throw. Villarreal, here comes the pressure. There's Cannon right behind him. And he's going to throw it out of bounds. Good thing, because number 59 was right there on his tail.
Did the clock keep running? I can't even see the clock.
Well, no, they stopped at that time.
Okay. So basically, they just do what they want to over there.
2nd down and 15 for the Indians.
2nd and 15, pistol formation, running back behind the quarterback. We got 3 receivers to the right, 1 in motion now, and they're rolling that way, looking to go to him, and they do. That's E.J. Rivas with the catch. Granado's in pursuit, misses the tackle, and finally get pushed out of bounds by the secondary. Aspen Ryer.
Yeah, they're gonna have to start breaking down on them tackling because it wasn't much of a move, and he just got around our defender there.
Set up shop on the 40-yard line.
3 minutes and counting on the clock. You need to remember that. We don't have the scoreboard like we do on the home games on the screen. 28-14. Your Hornets up by 2 scores here. 2:45 and counting. We do have the 2-minute timeout. Keeper by the quarterback off the fake handoff, and he's going to get wrapped up for a short gain. They're still moving. He's still moving. The Powell moving forward. We got to bring him down. He's going to break all the way through and get the first down. There is absolutely, that is crazy.
Yeah, that should not happen right there.
Wow.
They called timeout. Who
Yep,
called
they
timeout?
did. Morton did.
We did, or they did?
Morton did.
Nope, Sudan did.
Did they? Well, he went like that.
Maybe he was mistaken.
Oh, there we go. He changed it.
I was about to say, our coach is probably mad.
Man, I could not.
That's a little ridiculous what they say.
Well, I can't believe I'm fixing to say this, but it's almost that time. Sudan girls basketball will have their very first scrimmage tomorrow in Hereford, with the JV girls starting at 1 p.m. and then the varsity girls immediately following that game. So, yeah, basketball season is upon us. It is November.
Yeah. I think next Saturday is their actual first game.
Is it? I think Tech's home opener is Tuesday. I think they've already played one, but the Texas Tech has their home opener against. So yeah, basketball season is upon us.
And turkey season too. I'm ready for that.
I am too. 28-14, 2:16, first down. Hornets trying to make a defensive stand here right before halftime. And there's a handoff. Spin move, still on the speed, bouncing it out to the outside. He'll get brought down from behind. And I think that's Holland, the ball carrier.
First down, Indians.
And Gabriel Lopez came back and made the tackle. Gabriel Lopez plays nose guard. He tackled him in the secondary.
Timeout.
2-minute timeout.
There it is. Also, next week, join us for the final home district game against the Rawls Jackrabbits.
Senior night.
It'll be senior night, yep. So it's first and 10.
Yeah,
And
we gotta stouten up right here.
Yeah,
or
they
however they call it. I forgot how to talk. I'm half asleep, everybody.
They could still make a first down. Looks like it's right about the maybe 4-yard line.
Let's go, Hornets!
So after the 2-minute timeout, 1:59 was 2 minutes. It was 1:59, 28-14. Morton threatening to score. Holland in motion in the backfield, and they're gonna fakes off, and no, Hornets were not fooled. Everybody in pursuit on the right side, and they're gonna push him out of bounds. Varrial had nowhere to go, nowhere to cut up field.
Offside zone.
Defense.
Oh my gosh!
They're just gonna penalize us to the.
Offsides on the defense. Oh, me. So still first down.
First and 10 now after the penalty.
It looked like he's
They do it again.
expecting this.
Oh, good job. Go get it. Yep, land on it.
Nobody blows the whistle.
That's Kincaid Bonin that bumps out. It's going our way. Let's go, yeah. Kincaid Bonin busted to the line and tipped up. They were trying to throw it in the flat.
It must have been a back.
And it was, he threw it back, and Kincaid Bonin hit it and followed it and landed on it.
Because it was definitely a pass, but if it was a backwards pass, then it is a fumble. Or if he bats it like that.
Right.
Let's go score.
So the Sudan defense, Morton was threatening to score here under 2 minutes inside the 15-yard line.
Just said, I don't.
The what?
The announcer just said he didn't agree with that one.
So that's
They need to take away the mackerel.
There you go. Connor Edwards cleaning his face all the way down to the midfield. Big strong run. He had a big hole. Great job by the right side of the offensive line.
Flag.
Flag on the play. It might have been some extracurricular maybe afterwards.
Probably. It looks like he's pointing towards Morton, so.
We'll be in Morton territory. Should be somewhere around the 48, 49-yard line if they place it where I think it should go. Curious to see if the penalty, see which direction it's going to go after this penalty.
A lot of discussion.
There is a lot of discussion.
Personal foul.
Dead ball, unsportsmanlike.
Unsportsmanlike.
Defense.
Yep.
That's frustration.
oh, and then they got
Then they just offset, so they got it on both of us.
yeah
But it was after the play.
after the play. So yeah, that
So the play counts, in other words.
right.
And basically started first down.
90 seconds left. Clock is running. Ball on the 48 in Morton. Oh man, Connor Edwards. Ball, but he's able to recover. Still on his feet on the right side, running hard and running over a defender.
Nice job.
That was a heck of a run by Connor Edwards.
Get off the ball.
He is running with some determination. 1st and 10. 117 and counting. Quick no huddle. Hornets already ready to go. So there's a snap, back to throw. Rolling to the left. He's got a guy there. He's going to launch it into the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown! Touchdown, Sudan! Woo! What a throw and what a catch.
Yeah, it's nice to have one go our way on that.
I want to give credit to the right person. I don't know who it was. It's too far on that side, and I can't see the numbers. All right.
Oh, Cooper
Edwards. There we go. I wanted to make sure we gave him the credit. It was too far on the other side of the field. That was a heck of a catch. Extra point is good. 35-14 with 103 left. And we're at halftime. And the Hornets, I mean, we were in the doldrums over here inside the 15-yard line. And then, started off with the great defensive play by King K. Bonin to hit that pass and then go jump on it. And from there, we were off to the races. Tyler Edwards, great running by him.
He had 2 big runs on that.
And then that one, I mean, Caleb, that was not his first read. He rolled to the left, and the receivers did everything they could to make themselves open. And even the catch, I mean, he had to jump up for that. That was awesome. That was
the defender in his face. And he got his hand in there, and he was able to ball it and get a hold of it and bring it down. So
awesome. That was an awesome drive right before halftime.
So are we onside? So are we onside?
I was laughing because I may have to apologize because I panned that way, but I think this thing was in the way. So they may not have seen it, or they did see it. I don't know.
Last time they let it go. Grickett got it way back there. They're going to take it right at about the 1 or 2 yard line. Running to the right side. Here comes the coverage. Brake cuts the field, still on his feet. Trying to break a tackle. He does. So there at the 40. And he'll finally get brought down. Not quite at the 40, maybe at the 36, 37 yard line. But he was running hard on that far side of the field. Why does everything happen on the far side of the field where we can't see it? It needs to happen on this side where I can see it.
Nobody likes running left.
Yeah, the Morton side is getting all the good plays on that side. We need some over here on this side.
Away from there.
53 seconds left till halftime. 1st and 10. It looks like they placed it on the 36. Defense looking to maintain the momentum here. And I'm almost positive Morton's going to try and get a big play here. Rolling to the left. He's telling him to go out. He floats it up and is caught by E.J. Rivas in Hornet territory, brought down by Delgado.
Holding right here in front of it.
No flag?
No flag.
No flag. 39 seconds. They're rushing to the line. There's a snap. Now he's rolling to the right. Looking for another big play. Throws up. A good job by Boning defensively to pat that away on the far side.
You're not going to get that call. You don't need to get that call. Get back down the field, coach.
But we're in Morton.
They gave him that call earlier.
I
It was
know.
a good defensive play, and they called interference, so they owed us one.
Well, they still owe us one because that was not.
2nd and 10. Now they stop the clock.
Yeah.
30 seconds on the incompletion. Got it out. Back to throw. Rolling to the right. Going deep again. He's got a receiver there. There's 2 Hornets there. It's intercepted. Intercepted. Providence. Hey, Providence with the interception.
He's just rumbling back there like a senior fielder.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, they're saying it's incomplete. Oh, my God. They took it away from us.
They gave it back to him. Well,
These guys, they've got to be a little bit better.
you can't let people celebrate for 30 minutes and then.
Oh man.
He stood over there and did this.
Yeah, he did.
That'll bring third down.
Somebody must have came in.
The line judge must have. The line judge must have.
So 3rd and 10, 23 seconds. That clock is not moving. Back to throw. Yeah. Here comes the pressure. Rolling to the right. Guiding receivers trying to find somebody. He throws it. Oh my goodness. Good job. Intercepted again. This time Cal Carter. We'll do it again.
To see if they take that one away.
Yeah.
They had changed the footballs and everything on it.
Yeah. Before they did, you're dead gum right. They sure did. They can change them again.
Yeah. So we told you we had.
Hurry, get up there and snap it before they change their mind.
You're right. 13 seconds. Brecken. Out to the flat. That's Carter. Carter's got space. Gets out to the outside, down the sideline. It goes out of bounds with 6 seconds. Ball at about the 40, 44. Come on, move up 1 more yard line. They're going to put it at the 43.
Oh,
What
I
happened?
thought the chain broke. No, it was just twisted up and come loose. I thought it broke off the stick.
6 seconds. Hornets, we're not looking to kneel it. We're looking to get some more. Let's do it. Let's play aggressive here.
They got 2 safeties way back here.
Brecken. Rolling to the right, trying to run, and he's going to cut up field. He'll run out of bounds, but I think the clock hit 0. Just didn't get out in time. So that's going to be the end of the first half. The exciting first half. Hornets went up by 3 scores quick, and then Morton bounced back, got a couple of scores, and then Hornets finished out the half on a flurry, defensively and offensively.
Yeah, after they call that timeout, defense really stepped up and got the ball back for us. And then there in that last drive did the same thing.
Let me go with these sponsors real quick. Sudan ISD, First United Bank of Sudan, Capital Farm Credit, Mule Team Laundromat, Bailey County Electric Co-op, King Ag Aviation, Johnny King, Montez Steel Buildings, Sawyer Construction, Larry Sawyer, Curtec LLC, Tow Pros, Chad Nichols, 5-Star Tree Service, 5 Area Connect, Double B Farms, Brian Baker, Red Wagon Farms, and GWG Farms, Swift Lube and Oil Change, Lance Insurance, Seth Souder, United Country Real Estate, Emmettwood Realty and Land, Vince Montez Cattle Exports, Coward Enterprises, Sudan Education Foundation, Texas Producers Co-op, Justin Beller, Jalapenos, Sudan Medical Clinic, RJ Shipping and Beyond, Jay's Coffee Shop, Twice the Chill, Q&A Sugar Shack, and Chad King Farms. I want to thank all the sponsors for allowing us to bring you Hornet football here, and also,
Yeah, let us know.
they're saying it's horrible lighting.
I don't know. They didn't give any specifics.
Oh.
But, well, halftime, great finish to the second quarter. Started off great in the first, and then it got away from us a little bit in between, and then we finished off strong and finished off real aggressive. Great job. They got an interception there on the corner, and then they took it away, and then we had an interception right down the second place. And that wasn't it. He intercepted it, and he hit that receiver just as hard.
Right.
I thought he just disrupted the pass, and it's just right. The series before, we had the 2 big runs by Kyler Edwards, and then the great pass to the corner, Cooper Edwards. Brecken threw a heck of a pass there on the left side, rolling to the left. It was just a great first half, and I'm excited. We'll step away here for a little bit for halftime, catch our breath, maybe get a drink, and we'll be back for the second half of this ball game. Stay with us. It's a good one.
Listo.
I'm ready. Here we are. We're back in Morton, Texas. SHS broadcast. Tim Rodriguez, Bemis Salinas, Joe Kai Schultz. Exciting first half. 35-14 to score. A lot of action.
We will be kicking off, by the way.
So, and I don't know what was going on. I don't know if it was me or what, but it just seemed like that was the longest halftime ever.
Well, I looked up when they first started, and they had 28 minutes on the clock.
So mighty.
And then I looked back up. I looked up there again, and the bands that finished playing, there were still
Like 6-7 minutes.
There was over 15 minutes, 18 minutes left.
Yeah.
And I was like, good grief. It's not homecoming. I guess they're doing trunk or treat, but then I saw that they stopped the clock at 10 and then moved it down to 7. So they took some time off of it. But
But we normally don't ever have a chance to go to the concession stand, hang around, chit chat.
Yeah.
We could have went back to Sudan, probably.
we could have run to. There's not a Sonic in Morton, is there?
I think
There's a Sonic in Muleshoe. We could have run to Muleshoe and got the 99-cent or 50-cent corn, whatever they are, corn dogs, and come back.
Is that today?
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything here more other than Allsups. Yep.
Well, like you said, Joe Kai, they were running the clock on incompletions and stuff during the game, and then they stopped it at half.
And now they've got 7 minutes up for the quarter.
Nice. We're gonna be home early.
Someone asked me at halftime, they're like, is that legal that guy can say that over the PA?
No, it's not.
Is it not? Is there a rule? Is there a rule?
When you're public, you got to be unbiased. You're supposed to be unbiased.
Well, that guy wasn't. I told him, I don't know if there's a rule for it, but that guy was he was giving us all his opinions.
Yeah. Yeah, that's,
I don't agree with that.
Right, yeah.
If I was on the officiating crew, I'd be like, flag.
And they can.
Can they
They
flag
could,
me?
yeah, it's extreme.
He's got to say something pretty bad, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Well, there's the opening kickoff. We were kicking off. That's Alvarado over there.
There you go. That's a nice
coverage.
Nice coverage. That's the way to start. That's the way to start the second half. Man, nice. That's one of the best coverages we've had since early in the season. That's good that they went down, they broke down, and then made the tackle.
And that was everybody. That was everybody out there.
That was a great job.
So just to kind of highlight as the second half gets started, that number 6, E.J. Rivas, and number 8, Jaden Alvarado, those guys are the ones that they're trying to get the ball to, and that's who we need to kind of watch. They're the ones that have made the big plays so far in that first half. We'll keep an eye on them. Obviously they have some other weapons, but those two guys, that's Geary cutting it out to the outside and running back. But those two guys seem to be the ones that are carrying the offense for the Indians. So let's keep an eye on those guys.
Defensively there, we did a great job of bringing the pursuit and just keeping that ball, that play going, east and west instead of north and south, and just run him out of bounds for about a half a yard gain, maybe. So bring up second and 9.5.
Morton, after running spread the whole first half, they're all in a little compact offense now. Hand off again, and we were there in the backfield.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Well, he just shot the gap through off that block and kept his shoulders square and was able to make the tackle.
I think that was Vargas Valdez that came out of there, and maybe Granados. Yeah,
lost 3 on the play, so it's going to bring up second or third and 12.
Somebody popped over the Cowboy car. That was Granados, so him and Valdez, or Vargas.
That'll be square.
Got a flag.
Rolling to the right, there's the pass, and that's E.J. Rivas with the catch, and they're going to bring him down short of the first down.
It's probably going to be offside.
But they like that call, don't they?
Yeah, this is probably the worst game I've seen called on offsides.
If that's what it is, I think I would take, if I was Morton, I would take the play. Well, no, I wouldn't either because it's third. It'd be fourth. Fourth and short.
Well, he said
I don't know what.
he declined. He did
He
decline.
declined it, yeah.
So it'd be fourth and short. All right, here we go. Big defense, big fourth down play for the defense here. Big Weston Cannon right over the ball there, along with Larson and
Are they going to do?
They're going to do the push.
they're going to try to do the push, the Philadelphia Eagle push. Let's see. Oh no, they're pitching it out. That's going to be E.J. Rivas down the left side. Gets the first down, still on his feet, breaking tackles, and he'll get drugged down just across midfield.
Yeah, when he went in motion, I was afraid they might do that. But that's where your pursuit's got to bounce out there, read the play.
10-15 and counting here in the third quarter. Sudan up 35-14 over the Morton Indians district ball game here in Morton, Texas. Beautiful night. I mean, I brought a pullover, but I don't think I'm going to need it. Just the right amount of chill in the air, not enough to make you uncomfortable. So now we got a few receivers split out, but we still have a running back in the backfield. There's a man in motion from the slot. Quarterback's back to throw, looking for a screen play to Rivas, but
incomplete.
Underthrown.
Again, they just had the single blocker out here. They had twins out on this side, and the outside receiver just curled back inside for that bubble screen, right?
Does he normally play defense?
Who?
Kyler Edwards?
Not the good.
He's been in and out some.
He was in, but I don't normally see him out there getting some defensive snaps.
Well, Zach Montez is still up on the sideline, so.
Back to throw, Villarreal looking up and overthrew everybody.
It's a 3rd and 10.
Because Zach's still over here, and then there's Jake who went in for him, so I think they're just like rotating them in and out. So
Ryer's on this side right now, and Cooper's over on the other side. No, Cooper's here on the sideline. Yeah,
I think that's Greg.
Yeah, they moved Brecken back in to play cornerback. Yeah.
And Villarreal rolling that way, caught by EJ. Oh my! He got laid out. Hayden Promise with a huge hit right after the catch.
You talking about hit, club, and drive?
Yeah.
I mean, that was the perfect form tackle.
Rivas is so accustomed to catching that and turning around and running, but he turned around and ran into a wall.
All he saw was a gold helmet in his chest.
Excellent job coming out from that safety spot, make that open field tackle. 9:03 and counting, 35-14 Sudan up. Third quarter action here.
That's still moving. Yeah.
Well, they never got set, actually.
Right. He did. He just threw it out there. He didn't throw it up for us to see it. Yeah. This line judge, he did call it. Yeah.
Now he's being lazy. Jeez. No. He's like, I don't agree with that one. Oh.
So now they had the punting unit on the field.
I've seen a lot of things, heard a lot of things at ball games, but that's the first time I've ever heard that.
Can you imagine going to a Tech game or something and hearing that from
Oh, man. Crazy snap on the punt. He got it off. Carter's going to let it bounce. Oh, it's going to take a good Morton bounce. Man. That's just more yardage for us. That's just more stats for us right there. So good job on the defense opening drive. Great job. And now the Hornet offense will take the field. And Hornets had all the momentum going into halftime.
They did. They sure did.
We'll see if we can continue that starting the second half. Two split out, two running backs in the backfield. Design QB run, plenty of space. Good job on the blocker. Still on the sideline on his feet. One man to beat. He laid some damage out on that safety.
He laid some wood on number 4, didn't he?
Somebody. He's shaking his head.
They must have heard you because that's the first play they've run to this side.
Yeah,
but it's to their left. It's to their left.
So all the plays were happening on the far side of the field. It's too far. We need to get some plays on this side. Greckin fakes the handoff. He's going to roll to the right. Still looking to throw. He does. He's got a man open with the snap, and it's gone! Pryor on the right side of the field with a big catch inside the 10.
Let's see, that was from about the 45 down to the 10.
Great awareness by Greckin. He looked like he was going to tuck and run, and then had glanced upfield and saw Aston with the step and threw a beautiful pass. First and goal.
He threw that on the run.
Yeah, he did.
He threw that about 45 yards on the run.
That was Mahomes-like. Handoff up the gut. That's Delgado, and man, he looks like he got hit right at the goal line. He was going to go in.
I think they marked him around about the 4 or so.
I can't tell. That's too far. Their lines.
I was just looking at that line judge over there on that side.
Okay. I guess I should do that.
4-yard line.
Yeah, I'm looking over here on this side. It'd be better to look on that side. Running back on each side of Greckin, hands it off to Edwards. Edwards on the left side, trying to cut up. Oh! And he'll get ankle tackled behind the line of scrimmage. It looked like he had an opportunity there to plant and run upfield. He must have seen something.
But again, that when he's running there, and we've got to get that block. They were screening him, but they needed to get that block and get his head across him so he could see to turn it up or turn it back.
Yeah.
It's just, minor things like that. There we go.
Handoff again down the right side this time, and
Huge play by the Indian defense.
Delgado stops short again, so it's going to bring up 4th down.
Brings up a huge 4th down here.
And are they going to kick it? Oh, no.
No, it looks like they're going to.
Usually when several of them go kick in like that, it's a kick.
So you have 2 to the right. I think that's Boney in the slot.
Boys, Indian fans.
Boney and Pryor on the far right. Rivers closest to your screen here. Back to throw, rolling to the left. Trying to find somebody. Good coverage. He's going to tuck it and run. He's going to jump over a defender into the end zone. Caleb Brecker with the touchdown. That's 6:09.
Quick, get lined up for the extra point before they decide to
change their mind.
Yeah.
This is Halloween,
Stand up and haul. Makes it 41-14 with 6:09 left in the 3rd quarter. We're down a flag. We usually have 3 of them going.
Extra point good.
We should get 2 because it split the goal post and then it split the flag post.
We're right through those 2 behind.
We ought to get 2 for that, shouldn't we?
Extra credit.
Extra points.
So Sudan in the 40s here early in the 3rd quarter. Looking at some scores here. 3rd quarter score, Ropes 24, Seagraves 21. Seagraves giving Ropes a ball game there in the 3rd quarter with 8:40 left. Leveland 46, Borger 6. Leveland handling that one in the 3rd quarter. Shallow Water 56, Amarillo River Road 0. That's mid 4th quarter. Maybe running the clock on that one. Post 56, Florida 0. That's in the 3rd quarter. Littlefield 21, Lubbock Roosevelt 14. Close game there in the 35, Slayton 6. That was billed as a big matchup there, but Idlu really, that's
really come to play, didn't they?
3rd quarter score. And then district matchup, Crosbyton 20, Rawls 12. That was a halftime score, so they haven't updated anything 2nd half on that one. There's the kick. And Villarreal is going to take it on the left side, skirts a tackle. Now he's bouncing it to the center of the field, making his way to the sideline. He's got open field and a blocker ahead of him, and he'll get brought down from behind.
Brings out the ball to the 46
That was Jake Baker with the tackle from behind. That was DJ Rivas. I thought it was Garea. So
Well, that guy gets excited.
So Morton will start in Hornet territory right at about the 46-yard line. .558. Sudan up big, 42-14. Defense had a very good first drive or first. Oh, there we go in the backfield. Look at them Hornets swarm the running back. Gabriel Lopez, the first one blew through that line and then joined by several others.
Oh, what happened? That's not where he got hit.
No.
Well, he got hit more a little. I mean, it was like the 49, 48.
I guess that was his forward progress. I guess.
I thought he got hit at about the 48, like I said. Oh, well.
Pistol formation. Holland in the backfield. He's got some speed, man, in motion. They're going to fake it to him. No, they're going to give it to him in the screen. Holland's got some blockers in front of him. Open field. 35-30. Still on his feet. Will get brought down.
For an Indian first down.
That's not Alvarado. That's Holland.
Running that little screenplay out there. You know, they've had some success with that several times tonight.
Travion Holland.
Are Farwell and Groover playing tonight? Is that right?
I saw the Groover score. It looked like they were up big. Fakes the handoff. That's going to be all. I think that's E.J. Rivas or Alvarado. Alvarado playing quarterback there.
First down, Indian.
Moving the chains. So inside the 20, inside the 15. Ball looks like it's right at about maybe the 14 or right at the 15. 14.
Yeah. It's hard to see the yard markers marked in black.
They're like gray or black.
Yeah.
Is weird. Man in motion. Quarterback's going to keep it. That's Alvarado again out on the left side. He's going to scamper into the end zone.
Yeah, they ran a lot of misdirection on that play, and it's hard to weed through and see who has the.
So Morton with the quick answer. That's their second possession of the third quarter. Sudan was able to hold them on the first one, but they've made some changes. They're switching people out at the quarterback position, and they're moving people around in the backfield, several different runners. (42-20). Extra point attempt. They've been going for two, now they're going for the extra point.
Number 4 don't know what to do.
Low snap. Kick is up. And good. Extra point.
They get 21-42.
So Morton continuing to make it interesting this evening. Well, I don't know if you wake up in the mornings or even in the evenings and there's that smell in the air in Sudan. I'd like to send a shout out to all of our growers that are out there getting that cotton.
Yeah, it's cotton harvest, isn't it?
Late nights.
Those guys at the gin.
Guys at the gin 24/7. I'd like to send a shout out to all those guys that the big part of the community there in Sudan.
I like because it means on Sunday when I'm doing one of my honeydews and I need a part, I can go get it.
Yeah, the store's open. Yep, that's true.
Or on Saturday afternoon.
Oh, there's an onside kick. They're going to
Get on it.
Jump on it. Woo! Miller, he was trying to scoop it up. Just
Fall on it. when I was in high school and I was on the kick return team like that. We had a coach that he was pretty blunt about things. He said, you guys here on the front line, if the ball bounces towards you, you follow it. Look at your jersey number. If it has a 5 or a 7 in front of it, you do not have the hands to try to pick it up. You fall on it.
That's why you have that number.
Or, if it's 5, 6, or 7, you're on the line for a reason. You do not have hands.
Boning on an end around.
Good play, Bob Rotto.
Looks like he got right back to the line of scrimmage. No, he lost a yard on that one. That's the first time we've seen a little end around off the slot like that before.
Well, now they gave us back the yard.
Okay, yeah. I figured it looked like we had got back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Edwards in the backfield, fakes to him, going deep. He's got a step. Man, wide open. Touchdown! Christian Delgado with the speed. And Caleb Brecken hit him in stride for the quick strike.
I guess I won't mess with him now. Since he caught that one.
He redeemed himself, huh?
Because if not, he's just going to remind me about this play.
Yeah. He's got a rebuttal, huh?
Kick is up and good. So Brecken continuing to be automatic on the PATs. Great pass. Fake to Kyler Edwards. Drew the defenders. And Christian Delgado speeding past the secondary for the catch and the touchdown.
It only took, about 30 seconds off the clock? Maybe.
It wasn't much.
That wind don't feel... feels kind of little.
I know. I just bragged about not putting my pullover on.
Not a boy.
You talked too soon.
So you popped off, didn't you? So did you happen to see a Plainview Bulldogs score on there?
I did. I actually have that one highlighted. Let me look. It was pretty close. It was a close ball game.
Their quarterback, his last name's Mayberry, he set the season record for touchdown passes last week.
Did they? How many?
Yeah. It was over 20. I think it's 20.
Wichita Falls Memorial Mavericks. I never even heard of that team. They're up
too long.
Yeah, they're up 21-6 on your Bulldogs.
Oh, that hurts. Next time, if I ask, look at it, and if it's a bad score, just say no. I don't have that
one. I don't have that one highlighted.
And I'll know what you mean.
Crosbyton 20, Rawls 12. Rawls will be playing in Sudan next week. Final district ball game for your Sudan Hornets. Oh, bobbles. That's going to be that's BJ Rivas, who continues to. Oh, it's Alvarado. I get them confused. They were 6 and 8. Alvarado and Rivas, but they look the same. They're about the same height, same.
We talk about bringing binoculars every game, I think, but we just don't ever do it.
Here we go. I want to catch one. Throw one up here. They're not even looking at us.
No, they're not even looking at us.
Hey!
Well, she tried.
They tried.
I see how you are.
What is this? It's a little rag.
A
terrible towel.
A terrible towel. It's a rally rag.
There's EJ. That's EJ Rivas hurdling a defender, and he'll get brought down right at midfield. Seniors, 2026. Nice.
Pick up a 5 on the plate. 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. Looks like 4 to me, but we'll go off of that guy over there, the PA guy.
Yeah, he don't know what he's talking about. He roots for them.
Oh, there's a pitch. More misdirection.
There you go.
Yes, sir. To read that. Jake Baker.
They tried the exact same play, actually.
Right. Jake did a good job of coming up and on support there from that cornerback position. run him out of bounds and no gain.
For your Indians.
Got a little sentimental. There's a little bit of sentiment. That number 88 in my world.
Yeah.
Let's go 88. My boy used to
Like that is
Yeah.
not Ruben.
That's not Ruben. That's not Ruben.
You got to remind yourself.
3rd and 2. Back to throw. Caught.
Gonna be short.
Yeah, he did. He didn't get it. I hope they mark it where it's supposed to go. I'm standing right on it.
Pick up about 3 on the play.
Bring up 4th and 2.
Big 4th down play. I'm gonna fling my terrible talent around on this 4th down.
There you go.
I'm probably in the cameras way. I better not. Oh, there we go. They're in that Philadelphia Eagle push formation. Oh, snap! Nobody was there. Here comes the defense. He launches it. Oh no! Oh, he dropped it. He had a guy that was.
Hey, I think that was designed. That had to be designed. You think I'm crazy? Because he knew exactly where to throw it to.
Turnover on downs.
That was wild. If that's designed, that's wild.
I think it was because that guy stepped up like it. And the coaches aren't having a fit over there. You know, like that that they snapped that, usually when that happens and it wasn't planned, coaches are pulling their hair out. They're over there. That's the calmest they've been all night. It's kind of like, man, we just made us fools of ourselves.
On a 4th down, on a 4th down play. Well, it didn't work.
It didn't
Designed
work.
or not, 1st and 10, Sudan in Morton Indian territory. Let's see if we can get another quick strike here. 2 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. Tossing it out. That's Brian Delgado, and he's gonna, he'll get hit in the backfield for a loss.
Receivers there for a stop. Lost of 4 on the play.
That's he was way back there. It'd be like a 2nd and 14. Looks like it.
Maybe we ought to drop one of them 15-yarders. Is this a hike at 15 yards and then just chunk it?
And then find your receiver.
Yeah. Yeah, but when you're down 49-21, you try just about anything, you know?
Reckon. Quick throw to the outside. Oh, in and out of the hands of Ryer.
Incomplete.
A little bit high.
Brings up 3rd and long.
1:15 left here in the 3rd quarter. Sudan up 49-21. And man, this just like halftime. This 3rd quarter is dragging. What happened?
The referee threw the ball over to the sidelines and hit coach right in the head, knocked his headset off.
What in the world?
Timeout. Coach is upset. They couldn't get set. Look at Coach Corn. It wasn't Coach Corny guy here, was it?
No, it's Coach Gray.
Well, Coach Gray's defensive coordinator. He's not worried about what's going on in offense right now.
Yeah, that's why you got to keep your head on the swivel.
Head on the swivel. Oh.
Yeah, that was just a little short. It was like a little short mini cold front breeze that blew through.
Yeah, it's changed again.
It's back to normal. It's comfortable.
It changed because I put my jacket on.
Yeah.
Now I got to take it off.
Dad, my daughter asked me, "Why don't you wear a jacket? It's cold." I said, "No, I'm letting my body adapt. Because when it gets really cold, then I want to put my jacket on. Because if I put
or something. I don't know.
Well,
It just
and
kicked us.
service out here is pretty tough.
Well, we're connected to my hotspot, but it just kicked off the whole system just went crazy. I don't know, it's weird. But we are back on. So
Right, so Morton just scored to make it 27-56.
All right, we're back.
I think we need a whole production team for this.
Well, a lot has happened. The Morton Indians, they just don't seem to want to go away on us. Another score here. 8:04 left in the ball game. The score 56-27. Kick is up and good. So it'll be 56-28. And so Morton trying to claw back into this. They're playing against us and the clock. So we'll see what Coach Cornelius has lined out for these final 8 minutes of this ball game.
With how much left? 8:54 in the fourth.
We'd like to
Yeah, we
apologize.
just score go ahead.
We'd like to apologize. For some reason, our camera was not reading the Wi-Fi, and then our our streaming service just reset. So we had to reboot and get back on.
Halloween, I'm telling you.
The way I saw score, Gruger 56, Farwell 14.
Oh, wow.
With 8 minutes left in the.
Those northern teams, man, they're another. They always have strong teams up there up north. And, we always got to, that it's either the by-district or the area when we're going up north, play one of those guys. .804 left in this ball game. Hornets going to be on the offensive here, back deep. And they are going to kick it back deep on the far side of the field. I'm not sure who that is, but he's going to gain a few yards. Flag on the play.
Flag on the play.
I didn't know who the ball carrier was on that far side. Maybe Granados. Looked like a single-digit number that caught it on that far side.
Yep, there's a flag on the play. Looks like holding on Sudan.
So what we don't need, just like I said, Morton is playing against us and the clock. We don't need to be playing against Morton and the Stripes.
Right. That seems to happen for some reason sometimes. Well, I thought he threw the flag over here at the 50. They sure did mark it back way back there.
We got Province in at quarterback.
First and 10 ball at the 35, 36. Like Joe Kai said, Province into the ball game. Hands it off to Edwards. Edwards stopped in the backfield.
Yeah, he was hit as soon as he got the handoff.
Is that Edwards or is that Ruiz back there?
It looks like Ruiz.
Because one's 23 and the other one's 32, I think. But I get those numbers. .720 and counting. Quick strike. Oh, in and out of the hands.
Is that number 6?
Miles Ledbetter, the intended receiver, and may have heard some footsteps from that linebacker. 3rd and 10.
He gave him a little shove just to tell him I'm here.
Yeah, if you would have caught it. So you got Jake Baker here. Ledbetter just went to the far side of the field, playing that slot, and I think that's Bersueño on the far side, and I bet that's Ruiz in the backfield with no, that is Kyler Edwards. Province launching one, got a man with a step and it's caught at the 35.
They dropped it.
Oh,
Uh-oh. That was a perfectly thrown ball.
Man, that
Like,
was
seriously.
right on the money. And I want to say that's Bersueño on that far side.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's who it was. So Greckin coming back in for the punt. 7:08, so just less than a minute has come off the clock on that possession. Man, that was a beautiful pass. You know, not very often do you get... Oh, no. Bad snap on the punt. Greckin trying to find some.
That wasn't intentional.
That was not. There's a flag on the play. Greckin's still running with it at the 40. Breaks a tackle. 45. Crosses a first down 50. And he'll go out of bounds, but I bet that's going to get nullified.
Well, they were moving. It was an illegal shift. Two people moving.
On the snap, before the snap?
Yeah, well, they snapped it and two people were moving at the same. They usually shift, all three of them, and then they snap it, so it's...
It was a good watch, that carry by Greckin.
Well, if he would have got tackled back there, they might...
Fourth down here at long.
I was going to say, if he got tackled back there, they might have, just declined it. So it's actually good that he got a first down, because then they have to accept the penalty.
So now Greckin back, and this time he'll get the punt off. Oh, we got all of that way back, and it's going to keep going in our favor past the 10-yard line. Here comes the Hornets to try and get it before it gets into the end zone, and they don't make it. My goodness, that was a line drive.
Well, we're still going to start at the 25, so...
He gets set up at the 25-yard line first and 10.
So 6:26 left. Sudan Hornets up 56-28.
Morton, like I said, they're not going away, so we can see if we get a good defensive stop here. There's a handoff. Has a blocker in front of him. A good open field tackle by Granados. That running back thought he had a go at it. Right at the 6-minute mark in the ball game. Clock is on our side. There's a flag on the play. Underthrown, incomplete.
He's going to call offsides.
Is he?
I think they got a quota on offside penalties, because, geez.
Mercy.
I guess some line judges are picky on that, Some of them let you get away with your helmet just being kind of across. But, I don't know.
Second down, the couple. That's Rivas in motion. Quarterback's going to keep it. Alvarado, and he'll get brought down. Good job by the defense there. That's Granados again with Larson and Gabriel Lopez. Defensive line doing the work. Granados is playing that middle linebacker spot. .5:15 and counting. 5 minutes away from another district win for your Hornets. Going long. He's got a man. That's Rivas. And good job by Delgado to knock that
loose. Yeah. But the receiver got the step on him, and he hustled up and reached up there and got that knocked down.
That's Christian Delgado, who had a nice catch in the third quarter. In stride from Greckin. Those Delgado boys, they got some speed. And they are not brothers.
They are cousins.
They are cousins. Get that right, Tim.
Maybe they're cousins that grew up like brothers.
I had one of those. Rolling to the right. That's Alvarado. He's going to tuck it and run. He's got space. He'll get pushed out of bounds. Stop the clock. The clock didn't even start. Wasn't it at 5 minutes?
I didn't pay attention.
I can't see the clock, so I don't know.
We have to start keeping an eye on that, especially because they're running the clock from that on that side of the that press box, and we already know the PA announcer's feelings. We just can't hear what the clock guy is saying. Direct snap. I'm not sure who that was that took that, but he'll get stopped immediately. Good job by the Hornet swarm defense.
I think that's number 60 or...
Is that? Hey, I thought you said if you had a 6, you're not running the ball.
If it has 2 numbers, if it's a...
Oh, it was number 6? I thought it was...
Yeah.
No, I think
if it's 60, if it's 50, 60, or 70, you're on the line on the kickoff, you don't scoop it up, you fall on it.
Maybe said that was 60 in the backfield.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you...
Oh, okay.
It was one of them Perry the Refrigerator plays.
No. He looked like a mini fridge. Because the refrigerator Perry was a big old boy.
Rolling to the left. Alvarado launches it. He gets hit as he throws. And now, come on. Wow.
Man, Larson blasted the quarterback.
It was loud. You could hear it.
I thought they were going to throw a flag on that.
It looked like he reached for it. I was watching the ref.
Sudan. It's an automatic first down for the Indians.
Well, you can face guard now, but as long as you don't touch him, that's the rule.
So 1st and 10 in Hornet territory. Ball at about the 43-yard line. Rivas in motion. Alvarado going that way. He cuts up field. Still on his feet. He'll finally get brought down. 4 or 5 yard gain on that play.
Good for 4. 2nd and 6.
3:40 and counting. That clock just keeps tick, tick, tick.
They call timeout.
Ah!
They hurt you.
Morton call timeout.
We'll take it.
What's the score of the World Series, P-Man? It's game 5 or 6?
Game 6.
Game 6. And Toronto, they could
win it tonight.
Yeah.
It is 3-1 LA, top of the 8th inning.
Are they back in LA for this?
No, these are the last 2 games in Toronto. Game 7 will be tomorrow in Toronto.
Highest payment of the day. Did you stay up? Did you stay up for those 18 innings?
I bet he did.
No, he didn't.
He didn't.
What'd you say? The 14th inning? You fell asleep?
I think so. It was 14th or 15th. I don't know. I tried.
I went into work the next
So
day.
if they go to game 7, they played like 8 games.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Philadelphia push formation. There's that number 60 again.
I don't think he quite got it.
I don't think so. They're not even close to the first down marker. That was just a play in the middle of the... Uh-oh. Get up.
That's just, yeah.
I went into work that next morning, and they were talking about that 18. I said, man, 18 innings. What time did that game end? And Charlie Fisher said, about an hour ago.
Yeah.
I know there's one guy in Muleshoe that's really pulling for the Blue Jays.
Oh, there it is again.
Oh, no, they're trying to do that little toss. No go. Good job by the defense. Are they going to hold him? He's right there.
Yeah, he got a first down.
First down.
Oh, they're going to put Carlito Montes in there. Stack the line right there.
But he got in a pool when the playoffs started. You know, and they put all the teams in the hat, and you just draw.
And he drew
the Blue Jays.
Oh, so he's really
and it's a pretty good sized pot if you win it. So.
Yeah, they're just going with
Yeah,
that
they're gonna get that. He must be a senior. Maybe they want to give him the score. Oh no, he's gonna toss it. And you gotta have a man open. Joke guy, he just blasted through your theory.
Yeah.
Now he's passing the ball.
Yeah.
Let's give that guy some love. Who is that? Number 60. Britton Boggs, he is a senior.
Yeah, he said, Coach, senior night, let me just do what I want.
Second down. Looks like they got their offense back in there.
They're like, that's enough. That's enough of that stuff.
Handoff. That's going to be a Gary. He'll get brought down. Short game.
Gary, don't get him. Timeout.
Halen Ruiz coming
There's
in.
our 2-minute timeout.
My mortal enemy.
A 2-minute warning. They had to change it up, though, for high school, right? 2-minute timeout?
Yeah, 2-minute timeout.
We need to get some information about our little guys teams this year over at Chihuahua. Have you gotten any info on that?
All I know is I think the playoffs start next Saturday.
Oh, okay.
And so, I did talk to one of the coaches just a while ago, and I told us, you need to give me some information. He goes, he said, I've been waiting for the playoffs. I said, well, give it to us next Friday if they're going to start playing.
For sure, yeah.
They're still in that shallow water league. And from what I understand, they're all doing pretty decent over there. So, but we need some information, and it doesn't have to be the tackle. I know there's some flag football.
Yeah.
There's some flag teams out there. Get us information for those flag levels. We can give them some shout outs here on the broadcast.
Show some
I don't know
love
if
to
you
the
were.
future.
I don't know if you were here or not. I think you might have been on the phone where I was telling me I can't believe we announced the scrimmages start tomorrow for basketball.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
That's crazy. But it is upon us.
Yeah, I did breakfast this morning for the girls team.
Did you?
For basketball, get them ready to go to their first scrimmage. So.
Don't forget, if you want to go watch, it's going to be in Hereford. JV will start at 1, followed by the varsity whenever that game's over. So.
And it's just a 2-way scrimmage. It's not a 3-team scrimmage.
Okay. Oh, look, he's going for the end zone.
Oh, he hit him in the back. Somebody hit him. I don't even know who got back there. Was that Ruiz?
I don't know. He's like, hey, hold on. Look, get me up here. Let me catch my breath.
Maybe I don't want to play quarterback. That's not what it's all meant out to be.
Yeah, there he goes to the sideline.
Man, they never let me throw the ball. They're like, you just block people. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
My goodness. Really?
Well,
gosh. 2-minute timeout and then a real timeout. And this game's never going to end.
Not going to take them to the locker room.
Well, at least I'm not. The bad thing about it is there's no Wendy's on the way home. We have to stop and get us a gut buster.
Burrito.
Gut grenades, huh?
Gut grenades. Yeah, that's
belly bombs.
That takes a different meaning when you're our age, too.
It really means something.
It hits you about 2 o'clock. You wake up and you're just on fire. Where are the thumbs?
That's what I tell them kids that help us in the summer, and they get burritos, and it's like 9:30 in the morning. And I'm like, man, I remember when I used to do that.
Yeah.
If I did that now, I wouldn't come back after lunch.
Yeah, that'd ruin your whole day. Well, happy Halloween, October 31st. We had a lot of people dressed up in some costumes. I thought about it, Joe Cobb. I was like, no.
I came as Muleshoe Vet Supply salesman. Hey, shout out to former broadcast partner Brandon Hill. His birthday is October 31st. So
there you go.
that was a long time ago when we were doing this. So hopefully he has a good birthday.
The quarterback launches one short, just out of reach from the receiver. So, someone asked me the other day, there was somebody out of Muleshoe, he said he was writing some kind of a book or something for the Sudan.
I think that was BJ Gonzalez. He works for the Sudan schools now.
Who, the one that was asking us about that?
Yeah, I think he's sitting right there next to you somewhere.
Is he? Where's he?
No, they went down. I don't know if he's.
He asked me, he said, who used to do it before y'all did? I mean, I don't know. I said, I have no idea who used to do it before we did.
We just kept saying Joe Kai. I don't know.
Well, way back there, I can't remember who started doing it. We were doing the basketball, and I know Greg Lance did it for a while, and I think Monty Edwards has helped with it. I can't remember who all's been involved with it now over the years.
Victory formation. And finally, this game will dwindle down to zero.
I think I remember, wasn't there a few times that even Dustin Province and
Dustin's helped.
I remember listening to a playoff game, I think, in Amarillo or something, and I think it was him and Brandon, and then of course Caleb did a few games as well. Now he's the coach.
Yeah. Missy's even got in on it. She helped me broadcast once.
Nice.
And then then last week she did the camera,
and then she retired. She was I'm done.
I made the comment, was calling the play and said, they're in the full house backfield, and the play was over. She says, are the Olsen twins out there? From the show Full House. I was like, oh, you need to stay in the basketball court. But to be honest, she knew what a Full House back. She was just trying some comic relief there. She knows her football.
Yeah, I see you trying to back out of that when you get home. There you go, man. 10 seconds till the zeros, and your Sudan Hornets with a big win, 56-28 over the Morton Indians. One more to go, and then we're going to the playoff hunting.
Yep, for sure.
Let me go over the sponsors real quick, and then y'all can sign it off. Sudan ISD, First United Bank of Sudan, Capital Farm Credit, Mule Team Laundromat, Bailey County Electric Co-op, King Ag Aviation, Johnny King, Montez Steel Buildings, Sawyer Construction, Larry Sawyer, Curtec LLC, Toll Pros, Chad Nichols, 5-Star Tree Service, 5 Area Connect, Double B Farms, Brian Baker, Red Wagon Farms, and GWG Farms, Swift Lube and Oil Change, Alliance Insurance, Souder, United Country Real Estate, M. Edwards Realty and Land, Vince Montes Kettle Exports, Coward Enterprises, Sudan Education Foundation, Texas Producers Co-op, Justin Beller, Jalapenos, Sudan Medical Clinic, RJ Shipping and Beyond, Jay's Coffee Shop, Twice the Ice Hornet Chill, Q&A Chiller Shack, and Chad King Farms.
All right, we'd like to thank our sponsors for allowing us to bring you the broadcast this evening in Morton, Texas, and who knows where we'll be at next time. We're at the friendly confines of Sudan, Texas next week, so we'll be on Huddle, and then after that we'll see where that leads us to. Joker, you got any final thoughts?
I thought the guys did well. They're in the second quarter. They had lost that intensity there for a minute, and coach called timeout, and defense really stepped up and kind of got us back on track. So you got to appreciate them getting that back and getting going.
Yep, and we never look back after that.
That's right. So,
well, we're going to call it a night. Short trip back home, that's rare. A lot of our district games are way far away. So I'm Tim Rodriguez, Joe Kai Schultz, Pima Salinas with SHS Broadcast. We'd like to thank y'all for joining us, and we're signing out here in Morton, Texas, and we'll see you next Friday, senior night in Sudan on Friday. We love for you to listen to us, but we'd really love it more if you go support these boys in the stands. So, all right, well, have a good one. It's a great day to be a Hornet, and we'll see you on the next one.